Turn this on, and boom. Hello Internet, it's Andrew Michael here with today's video, and in today's video, we're going to be doing Fake News episode 3. So, if you want to watch all the news stories, make sure you stay to the end. So let's get to it. Alright, first story is GameXchange. So, if you want a shout out in any Fake News Media episodes, here's how you do it. Suggest a topic. Any topic that you discuss, I'll review it. If I can talk about it, then congratulations. Not only will you get a trade of me using your story, but in exchange you'll get a shout out. So I'll put any social media link you want in the description. So no longer do you have to use Patreon to pay money for a shout out. What you do is you suggest a topic and then I'll put it in here. Okay, so today's episode is going to be about GameXchange. So GameXchange is a store that Christian told me about. And it was Wednesday night. He said he found a store called GameXchange, which in comparison to GameStop is like GameStop, but they sell old systems. And those old systems are Nintendo Entertainment System all the way up to Nintendo Switch. So he went and found a old Xbox, the original Xbox, for like $60, $70. And he actually thinks it runs well. So that was a good thing. So then I was like, I'm going to go look for one. Then I found out there was one 13 minutes from my house. So over there in Brandon, there was a store there with GameXchange. And so me and him went to go find it yesterday. And yesterday we found some of the greatest gems of all time. And we didn't pay a high price for them. In fact, if you didn't see on my Instagram, which you should have looked, yesterday I posted a video on Instagram and Twitter where I revived my GameCube system. In fact, if you didn't know, I was testing it on OBS yesterday and it seemed to run fine. In fact, OBS was the one that told me, hey, you need to use game captures instead of PC games. So that way you can have the best quality of games there. So me and Christian went over there and found out. In fact, I got a little bit of footage from what the store inside looks. So here you go. Okay, so this is me editing this and realizing that the video is corrupted. So, unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. But yeah, it got corrupted, so what else to do? So I have the intro, so I'll show you. I went and found 3 games. I found the Power Rangers. Here is Madden from 2005. Now, I know some people that watch my content probably weren't born by then. Because I think, let's see, 2005, people will be 13 years old. And I know in 2003, something came out, and yesterday, I was playing Zapper. And that was one of the games that I bought from GameXchange. It ran well. The only problem is one of my controllers broke. So this here, as you don't know, I said this in my live stream. This controller, I got this in 2005. When I was, no, 2004. When it was Christmas and I was 6 years old, this was the first controller I used from GameCube. And when did I buy my GameCube? My parents got me for Christmas in 2004. Same time I got my Game Boy Advance. So some of you weren't even born by then. But 2004 was the first time I got my hands on gaming. Now, I will say I have enjoyed the GameCube ever since I started playing it. And now that I have a place with GameXchange, I can buy GameCube games without having to order them on eBay, having to get scammed and all that, and I know exactly what I'm getting into. So, I want to say this, GameXchange so far is better than GameStop, because if you trade something in 24 hours, they'll give you a full refund, or you can exchange for a different game. That's how that works. Aren't I the greatest at editing mistakes? But I forgot. The next story is going to be for Stuart Random YT, so he is the one that suggested this next topic, so here you go, Stuart. So for the next topic, it's Donald Trump versus climate change. Now, as we all know, Donald Trump has made some questionable things, including a couple days ago when he got rid of the Iran nuclear deal. So, here's my thing on the Iran nuclear deal. What I see of it is he was trying to undo something Obama did. And Obama thought that the Iran nuclear deal would keep them from making weapons. And a lot of people thought that with the Iran nuclear deal, we had to pay them to stop making weapons. And so because Donald Trump got rid of it, Iran didn't receive any more money, and Iran no longer has funding from the United States to make nuclear weapons. And I'm like, either way, you're trying to stop Iran from making nuclear weapons. But with this, we never had to pay them anything. And then, this the night before, everyone thought, oh god, this is going to destroy the North Korea deal. We got 3 detainees from North Korea back without paying one thing, which means our ties with North Korea are getting stronger, even though people from that thought the Iran nuclear deal was a disaster. When we got rid of it, a lot of people said that North Korea was going to end it with everyone, but they didn't. So, on topic with Donald Trump versus climate change, everyone remembers the period of climate change when he said we're getting rid of that. So, from what I think happened with that one, I never read the Paris Climate Agreement. What I think happened is that someone signed it either from the Obama era or like somewhere back there, but then Donald Trump read it. But here's the thing, Donald Trump is not a huge thing in climate change, and I read this on Vanity Fair, so if you want to go read this story, I'll put it in the description down below, so you can go read the full article. So, he was talking with Piers Morgan, and Piers Morgan is probably like the Donald Trump equivalent in like Britain. So like, he was talking to Donald Trump, and he's like, why don't you like climate change? And he says this, well here's the thing, it can be hot, it can be cold. It can be unusually hot, it can be unusually cold. That's just how the earth works. It's nothing where it's like, oh, the ice caps are melting, we're all gonna die, and something like that. And people thought they were going nuts, and people were saying, we gotta save the ice caps. And then, here we are, like 5-6 years later, and nothing happened. Just like when people said the world was gonna end in 2012. People said in December 2012 that the world was gonna end. It's 6 years later, and we ain't dead yet. So it's like, some people will speculate that climate change is bad. Some people say climate change is good. But Donald Trump doesn't believe that. He says, you know, it's just the earth. You know, it's just how God made the planet. You know, it's like, if it gets hot, it's hot. If it's cold, it's cold. If it gets unusually hot, then we gotta worry about something. We gotta do something to regulate the air control and do all that stuff. That's great. But global warming is something where people thought we were getting closer to the sun. And then when we got usually cold, people said we're moving away from the sun. And it's like, what are you gonna do? I just about as much as I know about climate change, and my fact on climate change, I mean, it's whatever it is. I mean, if people want to say, you know, save the ice caps by sending our ice that we make in the United States up to North Antarctica, then go for it. I mean, I'm not like a huge thing about it. Now, for the last part of today's news story is Dr. Drai, you know, the guy that makes the beats. Well, he lost a battle to Dr. Drai, an actual doctor. And basically, this was a copyright battle. So as you all know, copyright battles, trademark battles, they're just something interesting. Because people want to have a name and you got to protect it. And some people steal the name and then you got to like, no, that's my name now. So there you go. So Dr. Drai, the Dr. Drai, versus the Dr. Drai, the rapper lost his battle to the doctor. And so the doctor went in and he wanted to make Dr. Drai his trademark. Because a lot of people didn't know how to spell his name. And so when he saw Dr. Drai, the actual rapper, come on and actually become popular, he was like, wait a minute, I got to do something about this. So he filed a trademark and then he filed a copyright and he won. So Dr. Drai, the actual doctor, might change his name to Dr. Drai, the name of the rapper. And now basically, Dr. Drai, when this came out, it was a loss. It was a loss. Because if you have a good name, and you don't copyright it, get ready, because someone's going to find a copyright and they're going to take it. So, like me with Andrew Michael, do I have a copyright or not? I don't know. I'm not going to say if I do or don't, because I don't want people to steal Andrew Michael. But, what I'm saying about this is, Dr. Drai, the rapper, it's just a common thing. If you don't want people to steal your idea, get a copyright. If you do not want people to claim it's their name and you don't want people to say it anywhere else and they have to use trademark in front of their name, then you gotta go get a trademark, go get a copyright, spend that money so that way you can protect yourself. And that's basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more news stories, make sure that if you want a shout out, you gotta message me on Instagram or Twitter or anywhere else. So that's for today's news episode. I am Andrew Michael, and I'll see you guys next time. Also, one more thing. If you guys want to see me Sunday playing GameCube games instead of Battlefield 4, make sure you vote now. So I'm going to put this here, and hopefully you guys can go check out to see if you want to see GameCube games played Sunday, or if you want to see anything else. But make sure you vote. So let's get to today's video. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.